Hello everyone, this is Freighty back with how to play. Today we're looking at how to play Over and Out, which is by Jack's Games, which is now Goliath Games. Jack's doesn't exist anymore, but this is pretty easy to find online on Amazon and elsewhere. I think I probably got it on Amazon. It's a numbers game where you're trying to avoid going over the tip-top limit. And what you get is you get a bunch of, you get these chips in different colors. As you can see, it's a rainbow of colors. It's plastic chips. And you get a bunch of cards. First of all, you get these tip-top cards, as it says here in the back. And there's a 22, 33, 55, 66, and a 44 as well. We'll set those down. And then you get a bunch of other cards. You get number cards. Interesting enough, here on the box, it shows black-faced cards. That's not what I got, though. Kind of weird. And even these cards are a little bit different. It is what it is. You do get some special cards, and you do get just a bunch of number cards. They wrote out the numbers 0 to 10 in a few different colors. And then there's some special cards as well. And this is kind of like Five Alive and other similar games. Boomo's another one where you're going to be, that I've covered, where you're going to be playing cards and you're going to be trying to avoid getting to that number, if I recall correctly. Yes, and each player is going to have chips. And you're going to try to be the last one in the game. Each player is going to have 4 cards and 4 chips to start the game. The chip color doesn't generally matter, if I recall. Let me just verify these special cards quickly. There's this one, a ×2. This will double the number on the pile. So let's say we had a discard pile here with a number 2. This will double that and make it 4. You're going to be adding up the values until you hit the tip-top number, whatever it may be. -10, pretty self-explanatory. It's going to drop 10 from the score. Oops, I got a number card in there. And these ones can be played at any time, regardless of color. They're all in red. Then there is the spin out, which reverses the direction of gameplay. I guess if you're playing 2 people, you would just skip the next person, I suppose. It doesn't say. This game is 2 to 8 players, ages 7 and up for the record. Then there is top out. When you play this, the card pile total immediately jumps up to the top out number. Like 22, for instance. So let's say the pile was at 50. You play this, all of a sudden, it's 22. And then there's Topsy-Turvy, which allows you to select a new tip-top card as it says from, out of this pile. So I'll put these back into the deck. Here's the backs, in case you're wondering. Each player, you can select the dealer however you want. Each player is going to be getting, of course, 4 cards to start off with, and 4 chips. Like I said, the color is not really important, but in case you're wondering what they say, they just say over and out. And Jacks. Pretty nice little plastic chips. And as far as the tip tops are concerned, you're going to take these and stuff them up. And then you're going to flip over the top one. And we have a tip-top limit of 44 for this round. Obviously, it's going to be a different amount for different rounds. And so, you know, the other person's going to start off, they'll play a card, so they play 1. And I believe you have to draw back up. Now, the card power can never go below 0, and it may not exceed the tip-top number. Yes, you're going to draw your card, then play passes to the left. That comes to me. I'm going to make this 5. I'm going to leave the cards face up. And back to this player, they say, okay, we'll double that and make it 10. Since it's 10, I can play this minus 10 and make it a 0. If it was like 8, I couldn't play that. So it's at 0. They're going to play a top out, and now it's at 44. So I'm going to play a 0, leave it at 44. Actually, I got to verify what happens when you get the top out. Yeah, okay, so it's fine. So you play a top out, it's at 44 now. I'm going to play this 0. It stays the same. We're going to do the same thing. Oops. Wait there. Sort of card. So they're going to do the same thing. You get at 0. Comes back to me. I cannot play a card without hitting the tip-top number. So it goes over the tip-top. I lose a chip. And now we're going to change the tip-top to another number. 33. And we're going to start over again. So I would start maybe play a 5. This guy makes it 10. And he draws a card. I'll make it 14. He decides, let's change that. So we change that, and now it's 66. And you keep going back and forth. As I dropped something, or a pencil. Keep going back and forth. Eventually, somebody's going to lose all their chips. And then you're going to go until, once you've lost all of 4 of your chips, you still get one more go. And then if you lose again, you're out. You got 5 rounds basically to play as well. Well, actually, I believe you can reshuffle. Let me just verify a few things here. Oops. So once you lose all your chips, you are out of the game. And okay, so I should verify this. I should mention this as well. So once you go back there, I went over the tip top and I lost a chip. We're now going to get a new hand dealt out to us, and you know, a new tip top card gets revealed, 33. But I am going to get one last card. You're going to get as many cards as you have chips. So since I have 3 chips, I get 3 cards. And later on, if I lose another card or another chip, I lose another card. Eventually, I'll be down to 1 chip and 1 card, and then that's it. So that's a pretty interesting little element that's worth pointing out. And again, you're going to keep going until just one person has chips left. It's a pretty simple, self-explanatory game, I believe. Also, I think it's important to mention, actually, is if we flip over a new tip-top card, let's say we had 44, and we flip over a new one, and this is lower than what we're at, then that person loses that round. They've gone over, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. That is that. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching.